everyone, my name is AyaCica, and I'm gonna talk about Farsang, or in English Slavic Carnival. I want to talk about this because we're in this time period when this is the time period when the Slavic carnival's time. Ooh, I can't talk. It's from Epiphany to Mardi Gras. This is the season, and I said Farsang because we call it Farsang, and it was new to me that I find out that it's called Slavic Carnival, and I knew the Slavs have their own traditions for this season, but I didn't knew that it's called Slavic Carnival in English. It was a little bit weird for me. And this is the season of feasts and balls and parties, and not all of us, but we dress up like Americans do at Halloween. This is our dressing up and making costumes season. I loved Farsang when I was a little child. That's a super cool thing, or I don't know what to say. I think some of you can relate to this. It was a folk tradition, not a church tradition, but it's related to church traditions now. And in the 16th and 17th centuries it was forbidden because it was a symbol of lewdness. I can talk because it was a little bit forbidden, and I don't know why, because it's a really big partying time, if I can say that. The last 3 days is the carnival time. There is a big time period, but the last 3 days are the carnival time, or how we call it, Farsang Farka. That's caused the Farsang, Slavic carnivals, and Farka tail, Slavic carnival's tail, because this is the end. This is the best, or how to say, most famous time for getting married, and the carnival, the balls, was originally a place to find your other part, if I can say, your love or future husband. It had a nice tradition to it. So all the bachelors made balls, and the girls were going there, and the girls' moms gave to the boys little flowers or little bouquets, how to say, and the boy put that one girl's flower to his head that he liked. Ooh, I hope it's understandable what I'm saying. So it has a little nice tradition to this, and it's still a good, how to say, a famous, I don't know the better word, famous period to getting married, because after these 3 days until Easter it's forbidden, I think, to get married. And it's also a winter farewell kind of thing. We were doing other traditions that's not wasn't at the page that I was reading. It's not, I think, Farsang related, but we burned down a doll made of hay. That's a winter farewell tradition, but it's not Farsang. I'm talking about party. And this is the time period when they making the carnival in Rio and Venice. And I always knew that it was Farsangi Carnival, how they called the Venice Carnival. And the Rio Carnival was the Rio Carnival for us, but in Venice it was, let's say, Farsangi Carnival. And I always knew this is a Farsang related thing, but I was a little bit, that was the one thing why I was not sure about if this is true or not, because it's called Slavic Carnival, and Venice really not Slavic, if I can say that, an old Italian city. But I don't know. But we have another thing that's really famous in the world, the Mohácsi busójárás. It's a Slavic thing, and they dress up as monsters, if I can say, and they do some noted stuff, just to say it not too hardly. So yes, that's a really nice tradition. I'm gonna show pictures of that, and there are videos about that. I think they stood kids or something like this. It's a winter farewell thing too, and it's really famous, as I know. The other things that I want to talk is why I wanted to talk about this Carnival Sunday or Farsang Vasárnap and Húshagyóked or Mardi Gras. I don't know why. This is part of the last 3 days. The Sunday, this is the Carnival Sunday, there is the big party, the biggest party. Then it's a Monday, and then Mardi Gras, the Húshagyóked, that's the Thursday, or Tuesday, I don't know, Thursday. Why I can't talk? Thursday. And there's a lot of kind of thing that I can talk about of this season, the food and everything, but few more stuff. There's a tale, or not tale, it's tale, not legend, it's a play, if I can say that. Konc király and Czibora Vajda. Czibora Vajda and Konc király are fighting at the beginning of this season and the end. They fight once at Epiphany when Konc király wins, because he represents the meat, and at the end in Mardi Gras Czibora Vajda wins because he represents the other foods that we can eat after Mardi Gras. And I just talked about mostly about the Hungarian traditions, and I find out I didn't know who celebrates these things nowadays. I was super, and how they celebrate it, I was super curious about that, and I find out that Maundy Thursday. In Great Britain and in Ireland, they make the pancake day, and they make mob football. I heard about the pancake day, but I never realized that this is at this day. I didn't know that Mardi Gras is húshagyóked. That was so surprising for me. So I learned a lot of new stuff, and I hope you learned a new stuff, and it was I gave you a little bit more, I don't know how I want to say. I hope you understand better than now this season or celebration better. I know I understand it a little bit better, but it was the part of my life since I was small, so. But it was really interesting. I never thought that was a folk tradition and not a church tradition. Okay, I hope you like this video. If you like this, please let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a lot of link in the description that you should check out. Please leave some sweet comments in the comment section because I want to know what you think. And see you in the next video. Bye!